Here is a short demo on adaptive learning. As you can see, there are 3 objectives to this course: Objective A, Objective B, and Objective C. The system will prompt the user to do one of 2 things: either start Memo Trainer or continue with What Do You Know? In the top right corner, you can see that none of the activities or objectives have been started. The user will start with What Do You Know?, which is a baseline assessment for the course. On the left-hand side, you can see the learning path. In this example, in order to demonstrate the adaptivity, the user will get a couple of questions right and a couple of questions wrong. The user has 2 correct answers and 4 incorrect answers. The system will then provide an opportunity for the user to go back and look at what questions were wrong. You can see that in Objective A, the user got a score of +2 with 0 wrong and 2 correct. In Objective B and C, the user got 2 questions wrong and 0 questions correct, therefore getting a -2 score for both objectives. The system then tells the user that in order to improve, he needs to work on content that relates to Objective B. We can then go through this content and complete the questions with correct answers. You can now see that the objectives and activity score have improved. Objective B has now been completed with a +2 score. The system now prompts the student to continue with content relating to Objective C. The user has now reached and completed 100% of the objectives and the activities. Now let's look at Memo Trainer. As we can see, the learner is asked to do 3 questions. Memo Trainer will assist the user in achieving learning objectives. Memo Trainer is a knowledge retention tool and is the second algorithm of this system. Learners will either receive an email or a push notification to remind them to complete their memo training. They will also be able to do these questions directly on their phones. We can see that the user has a retention level of 33%. We can also see that we have reached a target of 33% for all 3 of our objectives. Using the Memo Trainer, the user has managed to achieve the objectives. The user can then continue with his or her objectives. For this example again, the user will get a few questions wrong and a few questions right. You can see that the user got 2 correct answers and 4 incorrect answers. The first 2 questions relate to Objective A, the second 2 questions relate to Objective B, and the last 2 questions relate to Objective C. Although the user got some questions wrong, Memo Trainer is still assisting in achieving the objectives. Memo Trainer can be set to engage with learners either daily, weekly, or monthly whilst the course is ongoing. Now note that because the user has completed Objective C, there is no Objective C in the learning path anymore. There is only content that relates to Objective A and B. Thank you for watching this demo on adaptive learning.